What's up? I think we are live now. Let me just double check and make sure. Cause let me tell you something, baby. Woo! This it. Listen. Sometimes you just gotta make sure it's doing what it's due. And I ain't no
Double and
professional,
triple.
so we is here for it. We're gonna be here for all the shenanigans today. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Apology Accepted podcast. Of course, I am your imperfect host, Latisha Monique, and I have with me today the pleasure of speaking with my sis, my friend, my boo. I haven't talked to you in so long, but we are here today because we're trying to get some information on that travel, guys. Listen, she is one of the wonderfulest. Is that a word? Wonderfulest? Yeah, we're
It
gonna
is
say it.
today. That's it.
Wonderfulest travel agents I know. So we're gonna hear from her. We're gonna have her tap in with us to just share with us really how she got to travel agent. What was this like for her? Maybe share some tips. Give us a couple of secrets on the low, and then share with us how we could contact her in case we have any travel needs. So, uh, no further. Welcome, Linnea.
Hey, sis.
Right, listen, we got to make our own sound effects and stuff
Yes,
like that because
yes.
here we are the Apology Accepted podcast, so we ain't perfect. Our apology is already accepted. We're gonna do a whole lot of messing up. Y'all just roll with us, all right?
Period, period,
Roll with us.
period.
So welcome again. And also
Thank
another
you.
disclaimer. I'm not sure for anyone who tuned in. Linnea was actually my co-host my second season.
That was so fun. It was so
Yes, we have
fun.
to talk about doing that again. I missed
Yes.
that with
We
you because
cut up.
we definitely disagreed. Ugh, but that's another thing.
Oh my
We just
gosh.
here for travel today. All right. We ain't gonna even talk about your disagreement with me. All right.
Well, my
So
apology was accepted, so it doesn't matter.
and it was so thank you. I thank you for that moment, and I thank you for this moment. I
Thank
love
you.
having you front and center with me. So
Aw,
let's get into it. Let's start talking about this
yes.
travel because I mean we is here and people is traveling, okay,
Outside. We are
out
outside.
all the way outside with coats.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Outside all the way.
Yeah, so
So
one thing I
I
want you to start.
am.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
I want you to start off by just saying, how did you get here as a travel agent in this business?
Okay, so yes, thank you. But I want to say thank you for that amazing intro. You know, I don't like to be all, and you
I
keep
know.
pushing me out here, but thank you, sis. So,
You're
yes,
welcome.
I am the owner of Miles of Memories LLC, and we are travel advisors. And so, the way that I got into it was because I have children, and a lot of five of them. Two of my children
Have.
are very active in sports, right? And so
Okay.
that's what we do. We travel. Okay, we have to go to the games. We have to go to all that stuff. Which, when they're at a certain level, it's not down the street. We
No.
have to cross some state lines, right? And so there was
Mhm.
a trip that we took to Kansas, and we drove. Then at that time, I lived in Arizona, and we drove to Kansas.
How far was
And
that?
it was 28 hours
Mm. Mm,
for a
mm,
track meet. Okay. And so after
mm.
that, I was like, Lord, it got to be a better way. Okay. Um, and so I got into it. I was referred to it. You see people online in it, but I have a good sis that I trust, right?
Okay.
That I was able to reach out and get information on, and that's how I started, and I love it. I do travel, but being in the company that I'm with, we have everything, right? We're able to provide discounts on concert tickets, right? Rental
Okay.
car stuff that you really kind of didn't think off the cuff, right? And so even
Mhm.
if you're not necessarily traveling, but want to go to like a specific sporting event, like I said, concerts, things like that, we're able
Oh, so
to
y'all
provide
got Super Bowl
discounts.
tickets. Wait a minute. Let's talk about
I listen, I have
Let's
access
talk about
to over 3,000 vendors. Okay.
it. Amen.
Praise him. So so that's how I got into it, and I love it. As a traveler, I'm the type of traveler that I don't like to research things and look at things because I go down a rabbit hole and then 3 hours later I still haven't bought the ticket.
Right.
And so my preference is to say to someone, this is where I want to go and this is where I want to go.
Okay.
And that's it,
Then let
right?
them do all the work.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's my preference as a traveler. So it's definitely helped with that. And so being able to enjoy things and that I wouldn't necessarily have done had I not been in the industry has been really exciting.
Okay. So you were referred into this business and
Hmm.
you tapped in because of the sports travel. And you, I mean, some you get what you asked for when you was talking to
Period.
him, okay? And he said,
Yes.
you know what? All right, if this what you want, I'm gonna give it to you. And he
Listen.
put you around that travel. And so with you becoming an entrepreneur in the
Mhm.
travel business, how has that shifted, if it has shifted, your personal life? Because you still mom, you still
Mhm.
employee 9 to 5, you're still wife, you're still friend, you're still sister, you still daughter. So how has this
Woo!
added on thing shifted in your life?
It's really given me an opportunity to, how they say, or you've heard them say, if you're working in your passion or purpose, it doesn't feel like you're working.
Yeah.
And
I don't
you
really
know
know if
me.
that's
Here we go with the disagreeing. See, we didn't
right.
already got started. So for me, and you know how I am, I always like to help people. I always like to be there for
Yes.
people. Learning how
Yes.
to not do
You
that to my own detriment
do.
is where I'm at as far as that. But it has given me the opportunity to provide that experience for someone
Mhm.
without depleting my own resources, right? And
Okay.
myself. So it's also pushed me into the area of business that I have cold feet in, which is networking and talking to people.
Okay.
So that's what it's done. The greatest satisfaction for me is when my clients reach out and say, I you made this experience so much easier for me.
Mm,
And so that gives me that giving type of part without,
mhm.
like I said, depleting my own resources, or it gives me the opportunity to provide that still. So it's
So
been great.
it sounds like you became the person that you wanted, right? Because you
Hmm.
said how you just wanted to be like, look, I want to go here or I need this, boom, I'm giving it to you and now help me. Um
Absolutely.
and because you knew what you wanted in that person, you
Hmm.
have now become that person for others.
Yes,
Because
yes,
it's so many.
and it gives you low key the opportunity also to shop on your own on someone else's dime, right?
Right. Yeah. So that's
So
we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about
we
it.
winning, we winning, right? We're winning.
Okay.
I have an opportunity now. If I have a client that says this is their budget, I can shop for them.
Yeah. Okay.
So it
I like
definitely
that
has.
part. If I always thought of a travel agent because I only used a travel agent once, and that was
Okay.
through AAA or something. I don't even know what it was. I was able to actually go to a place. What
Mm-hmm.
is the car place? I don't know. Me and my husband had some benefit through AAA, not
I hope it was
AAR.
no AARP because I'm listen. I'm like
not,
this. Let me find
not
out. You didn't
AARP.
crossed over.
What was it called? I forgot what it was
Triple
called, but
A.
it could, yeah, that could be it. But I was
Okay.
able to go into this place, and all of the people was just lined up in their little areas and at their desk. And
Mm.
yeah, she helped us with our cruise information.
Yes. Yes.
And when it was, so I liked it and I didn't like it. So I
Okay.
liked it because I really was hands off and didn't have to do anything. We was able to say, this is our budget, these are the days we want to go, you tell me what you got, or
Yes. Yes.
put us somewhere. um and so that was good, somebody else doing all of the legwork.
Right.
What I didn't like about it was the once getting on the cruise and excursions and stuff that we was supposed to have received.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of confusion, a lot of miscommunication.
Mm.
um and so it's like it was a good thing for me. And then it was like, oh, would I use a travel agent again? I don't really know. But so many people are using travel agents. And I think it's a benefit. Even, like you said, we're travel advisors. So we could give you this information and you could take it if you want to. You don't
Right.
have
Right.
to.
Right.
You
We're not salesmen. Right.
Right. You said that this was your budget. You got 200. Your budget is $200. So where you going is across the street. This is your
Exactly.
option.
That's it. You can go to the mailbox. That's all I got.
This is your option. Take it or leave it.
Right.
And I
Right.
think travel advisors are better. Um, and it's definitely one of those things where it's like, okay, now you have become a friend of
Yes.
some extent, because now I trust that you understand what my need is for travel.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's what I didn't have, right? So that's what I
Mm-hmm.
realized. Me and this person was just talking. I was like, yes, this is what I need, and just buy. We
Oh wow.
we only talked when it was time to talk for the trip, and that was
Right.
normally when I had a payment due. So, um, and so now I see where a lot of travel advisors now are more personable, such as yourself.
Yes.
Like, you
Yes.
are very personable. I hear you talk about, your clients and,
Mm-hmm.
ideas for them. And hey, I'm researching this for my client because they can do this while they there. And,
Yes.
all
Yes.
these treats and tricks and things like that.
Listen.
Ooh, I say, I got to plan something for me just because. I just want to see
Yes.
what my
See what
treats gonna be.
happens. Yeah, and see,
Right.
but in all travel advisors aren't like that, right? So
No,
being
no.
in the business, it gives you an opportunity to customize your business how you want it as an entrepreneur, right? A lot of there are travel agents or travel advisors that just do the basic, right? This is where you want to go. Thank you. Bye. I'm not
Right.
that type of
That's what
person.
I have.
Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
operate like that. I don't even know how, honestly, to do that. So it
Right.
gives me the opportunity to, like you said, build relationships. And once that trust is
Mhm.
built, yes, you have
Yep.
someone to go to, because it's especially with the way things shut down with COVID, and just
I
like
know.
there's the travel industry unfortunately does a lot of things behind the scenes to consumers that they might not be aware of, right? And so
Right.
having a travel advisor can tell you, listen, for example, if you want to go on a cruise and it's you and your husband, I wouldn't be able to tell you go to this cruise line because they don't allow children.
Right.
Whereas if you're just out there searching, you just looking for a price, you trying to have, husband and wife time, and we got all the kids on this
Run,
cruise too, running back and
running
forth around the
everywhere.
pool. Yeah, running around everywhere,
Taking
right?
over the
So
pool. We can't even get in.
period. And doing whatever in the pool. Okay. So So it's
Right.
those things that having a travel advisor really you benefit from, right? And so and you know how I am. I go above and beyond for my
You
clients.
do.
You know, when we
Mhm.
went to the Women Evolve conference, you know, my client actually, because there were so many people that came in, they gave away her rental car. She had to wait, her flight was delayed. You remember all that stuff that was happening and everything. But
Right.
as her advisor, I went and was able to check into her hotel room for her because she was late. I made sure, you know, her and she had her daughter with her. They had food because, you
Oh
know,
wow.
in Texas ain't nothing open after 10 to
Nothing.
eat, you know,
Nothing.
things like that. So having a travel advisor that is personable, I would definitely recommend because things like that, it just gives you that peace of mind, right? That okay, I don't have to worry about this portion or that portion. And
Right.
like I said, as a travel advisor, we're able to know the ins and out of companies, know the ins and out of our vendors. That information isn't always privy, as well
Right.
as you know the discount. We you know we're able to know. Listen, do not book with this person or this vendor during this period of time or what have you. So I would definitely recommend it. But I had this a similar experience like you. I had a travel agent that was like, your payment is due today. Goodbye.
Bye bye. And you ain't even gotta call me no more.
Right, right. Lose my number after you know, once you get on the plane, lose my number. Okay, thank you.
Right.
So
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
gosh.
definitely
Okay. Well,
yeah,
and
and you
we
get and you
talked
get
about
things like being you get things the opportunity of building relationships with the
that.
vendors.
Yes. Which
Bonus.
is good, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you mentioned you brought up the
Uh-oh.
conference. You brought up the conference, and I just want to go
Yes.
back to that because
Ooh.
as a travel advisor, do you prepare for things like that? Like, so me and my girlfriend, we couldn't get a car. Like, it everywhere was maxed out, sold out, whatever.
It was crazy.
Um, Even down to hotel rooms and things like that. Like, as an advisor, how do you prepare for that? So if someone is renting like a rental car or hotel through you,
Mhm.
that's solid.
Right.
Okay. So you really don't have to prepare for, oh, a mistake didn't happen. We don't even have no more rooms available. Sorry, bye bye. Maybe next time.
And that happened.
Oh, I can believe
Yes.
it. Yeah, I can believe it because our plans just went left. Okay, for our first initial day, things just
Yes.
went left, and nothing was available. And what as I'm looking around and at the rental car place, we was an Enterprise, and
Mhm.
it was like people was just standing in there like they don't even know what they're gonna do.
Right.
I'm like, well, Enterprise, are y'all staying open 24 hours for people to sleep on the floor? Because
And I need a blanket, okay?
and
Because
a
the floor is
pillow,
dirty.
please. Because it now that was definitely an experience. I my first time experienced something like that. So the
Right.
benefit of us doing stuff on our own, which we did,
Mhm.
versus having someone, that one person to say, hey, I'm here, or
Mhm.
what do I do now, or I'm ready, or everything that is booked through you is solid. It's not given away. It's not overbooked. It's not.
No.
Okay.
No. And so as a travel advisor, I so for the conference specifically, and I was able to call and book blocks of rooms. You
Mm,
experienced it. You were not able to do that, right?
no.
Especially for anything like that. I was able to call and book blocks of rooms. And I was also, when you talk about rental car, I was also able to, because my client's flight was late, I was also able to call Enterprise and say, this is who I
Mhm.
am. Here's my
Right.
travel advisor number. My client is da 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 da. And she was able to skip that long line. right? And so I was able to tell her, go, this is who you ask for. Go get your car. You don't have to sleep on the floor in the airport. And
Right. On the train.
that was happening. There were rooms that they were just
Mhm.
canceling rooms left and right.
They were
If
because
you
they were
weren't there at check-in at 4:15, your room was canceled.
yeah. Because it
And
was
what
it
happens
was
if you're in
a
the air,
mess.
right? It was a
It was
nightmare. I could
it
only
was
imagine.
and then so do you guys as a travel advisor, do you
Mhm.
guys do like Airbnb type of situations or
Yes, we
just
do all of
hotel?
it. No,
Okay.
we do all of it. We do Airbnbs, we do hotels, we do car rentals, we do bed and breakfasts, we do
Okay.
anytime that you want to do something and experience it, even if it's locally, staycations, all of that. And that's
Oh,
what I didn't know initially. So once I, came on board, I was like, come on, Jesus, right? All of this,
I
you
get
know
to
what
do
I mean?
this, and this.
All of it, right?
Okay.
In
Okay.
addition, you get discounts on your own travel.
It's a win-win, right?
Period. There was a new you also get when there's new resorts and things that open up. For example, there was a new resort that opened up in Sedona, Arizona. Beautiful resort. It's a couples only resort. So their
Mm,
grand opening, guess what
tell me
happened?
more.
Right. So their grand opening, they call
Oh,
as a travel advisor, I got to go. It's called experiences. So I got
oh,
to go experience what it would be like to be a customer, right?
okay.
Because I have to give the review. So, sis, come on, a weekend in Sedona at this
Oh my
five-star
God.
luxury resort that isn't even open to the public,
Okay, so yeah, I'm
you
gonna have to
know?
offline. I'm gonna have to get more on
Yeah,
that. I'm
yeah,
gonna have to
absolutely,
get more
absolutely.
on
You
that.
know, because
Okay.
it's really word of mouth when you go, right? And word of mouth
Okay.
really feeds the travel industry. So once I was
Okay.
there, they were asking, of course, being served, all the food you could eat, right? Because we need to be able to
Amen.
let you know if it's good,
Man,
you
I like
know?
eating. Let's talk about it.
Right, right. So it's like, they ask, do you like this? You think this, that, or the other? You give your feedback. And all the while, I'm just like, I'll just
Bring me more.
document and right, I'll
Uh-huh.
document it, and you build that rapport and that relationship. So it's a win-win. It's
It
definitely a
it
win-win.
definitely sounds like a win-win. And that's how you got there. Because it's like, okay, how
Hmm.
can I lose? What is the
You
loss?
can't.
Right?
There isn't. Right.
And so with with the I guess company, there is
Yes,
no loss, it's perks and things like that. But
absolutely.
as an
Hmm.
entrepreneur today, like
Yes.
in this world of
Mhm.
social media make entrepreneurship look grand. Look,
Yeah.
it has all the bells and whistles, all the
Mhm.
sparkles, right? And
Yes.
so share with us one of the downs of entrepreneurship. What have you experienced that it has been like, you know what? Let me re let me reevaluate that. And we have these moments. I probably have these moments 2 or 3 times a day. Um,
Oh wow.
as I sit and be like, Lord, is
Is
this
this
what you
it,
want
Jesus? Are you sure?
me? Right, because it is not as easy as
It's not.
we are sitting here saying, oh, you could do this, you could do that. It is a lot of work on the back end.
Mhm.
So when you put down your phone and you're not on social media and you don't have makeup on and your hair's
Mhm.
not done, but you kind
Yeah.
of still working because you're an entrepreneur, what does that look like for you?
So for me, as it pertains to it's twofold, right? The one downfall is that your mind never shuts off as an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
So at 2 in the morning, I'm like, were those the right colors for the logo? Or should I do a sale? Or should I do a giveaway? It's like 3 a.m., right? So
Mhm.
that's something that learning how to balance that, which you've helped so much with, to
Well,
like
thank you.
turn it off. Like
Remind me to send you
turn
an
it off.
invoice. Okay.
Right. I
Let me
had paid
a
that
little
last
note.
time. Um, so that's one of the downfalls. And for me, also, I would say kind of my ick, I think that's what my kids call it now, is that social media can be great. However, there are a lot of people in the industry specifically that I will say don't have the same mentality, mindset, passion, moral compass. And so when those things are posted and those things are put on a social media platform, it kind of puts like I don't think that's right for me, right? For some
Right.
reason in our brains, Google is the best thing ever and never wrong,
Right.
right? So that's what I ran into initially. And it also involved my hesitation and wanting to become a travel advisor, right? Like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, I see what this person over here is doing. That don't
Mhm.
kind of look right, and they complained about this and that or the other. So then it has an effect on your thinking and your processing. So for me,
Agree.
I really kind of wish that people wouldn't post so much, if that makes sense,
Okay.
about
All right.
about about the what I'm saying, they glamorize it so much,
Mhm.
right? For
Mhm.
example, there's a travel, you go to Dubai, you're putting all of this, but you don't tell people the real deal. Like
The
that article of
rules.
the right, the article of the young lady who's spending a year in jail because she touched
Right.
the. You remember
Right.
that? I think
The
you
do's and the
sent me that.
don'ts when you
Yes,
go
you
into
don't
these
tell that
other
part.
countries. Mhm.
You're not telling
Right.
that part. And
Yeah.
so you're telling about how glamorous it is. You're not saying that you can't take pictures and video
Right.
because you
Yeah.
got yours up there.
Right.
So I just would I wish people would be more realistic.
Okay. and
So
and that is definitely a thing,
mhm.
because it's like, okay, if I, if you my travel advisor and I get into some trouble, do I call you? Be
No.
like, hey, look, they got me
Right.
down here detained,
Come get me. Yeah, don't
so
call
what do
me.
you do for me? You didn't got me here, you didn't help me
You
get
sent
here.
me here. Right.
Right, you didn't help
Right.
me budget to get here, so now I'm here and I done did something that I didn't know about.
Sent an itinerary and everything, right?
Right.
Yes. So
Okay.
I want you people to I wish people would be more realistic. And that's something that I do,
That's a hard part.
specifically with my company. I give you the do not do this. This is what you need, don't call
Okay.
me because
I can't
I
tell you
can't do nothing for you. Yeah, I can't do nothing for you. So
why. Okay.
that is the ick. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Okay. And like you said, and I have to agree with you. As an entrepreneur, our brains don't shut off. And that is definitely a downside, to entrepreneurship or being a business owner. You know, however, I will suggest that you try really hard
Wait, are
to.
you charging me for this suggestion? Because
I
I need
am.
to.
Um,
Ah!
try really hard to disconnect, um
Mhm.
so you can recharge. Your disconnect is your recharge, so that
Yep.
way your ideas will flow versus you struggling to be like, okay, shouldn't I? You got to recharge, you got to
It's
disconnect in order
bad.
to
It's bad.
recharge. I know, I
It's
if
so
for you, I know
hard.
it is real hard.
Watch,
For
wait a
you, I
minute.
know. I know it is real hard. So I am definitely, and I want to tell you this here on the Apology Accepted podcast.
Don't make me
I am
cry.
very proud of you. I am very proud of
Um,
you because you talked about this and talked about it, won't no moves made, right? And so I'm waiting for a foot to go in front of another foot. Uh, but it never did. And then it was just like, oh, I did it. It's like, what? You did?
You didn't
So
call me?
he did not. And so I'm like, well, when? What happened? And what are you gonna do now? And so I am definitely watching your progress. Um, I definitely want to
Thank
see
you.
more of your business swag that I know you have. And I think I've sent so many people like I don't need. I probably should ask you now that I got you here. I done gave your number out, right? To
Well, thank
people,
you. I think.
and I probably should say that to all the other travel agents I know too, because I'll just randomly give because
Wait, you got
people
other ones? Wait a minute. Let's back
I
up.
I do. My auntie,
Mm,
my auntie is a
okay, it's
travel
family. It's family.
agent.
That's fine. Okay, it's
Yeah, my
family.
auntie a travel agent, and then another friend of mine, she's a travel agent. So I really got through three dedicated travel agents
Mm-mm.
where
But y'all
I
see, y'all
know
listeners, y'all see me on here, right?
I know. I really do have three. So people sometimes think that I'm a travel agent. So I will get questions. I'm like, girl, I don't know. Here, here go a number and here go a place and here, so I always refer out. And so I hope you check your inbox often.
Yes,
That's
I
one
do.
thing that I don't. So that's one thing that I suck at. So I do send people your way, and I know that
I
they'll be
appreciate
taken
it.
care of. So I know
Yes.
from all three of my dedicated
Yes.
travel agents. Again, I am
Yes.
so proud of you. And so before we jump
Thank
off
you.
here, is there a tip or a secret
Mm. Oh
you can
gosh.
share with the apology accepted listeners on travel? Any tips for
Ooh.
us? What could we probably is it a sale? I mean, I know it's Black Friday, but let's go past the Black Friday sale. Give me the Valentine's Day sales. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, like, give
So
me them.
I do. Well, listen, I do have a couple. See, come on,
Ooh,
do extra for your listeners. You see that?
come
Um,
on.
I did see. I was on Instagram and I saw. It's crazy. But when I was thinking about how we were going to talk today, how people are saying, they don't never have time off. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
time. And so we were able to look through the calendar for 2024 and give dates that equal at least, I want to say, 60 days, 30 to 60 days where you can travel if you book your travel on these specific dates.
Oh,
So
okay.
for those 9 to 5ers that
Ooh.
are like, I can't take no time off, like I'm gonna give you two.
Okay, we'll take the two. We'll take the two.
I'm gonna give you
I mean, if
two.
you had three, we would have took it, but we're gonna take the two.
So listen, if you take off, okay, I may do three. If you
You
take
know
off
what?
work January 2nd to January 5th, you will have 9 days off.
Huh? Let me pull my calendar up.
Pull it up, sis.
Let
I'm
me
telling
pull that
you.
calendar up because what did
Pull
you
it
just
up.
say? You
I'm
said what?
helping the people.
January? What?
January
Help that.
2nd. January 2nd.
To
If you
January
take off
5th.
work, yep,
We will have how many days off? 9?
9. Mm-hmm.
Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And the first January 1st is a holiday.
January 1st is a holiday. Whoop. Okay, let me go back to the December.
If you
Because,
take okay, listen,
oh,
okay, December. If you take December 23rd, 24th, 27th, 30th, and 31st, you'll have 12 days off.
but what about the 29th? We got to go to work on the 29th?
It's a weekend,
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah. It's a Friday. Okay, so,
See?
oh, and then the first is a holiday.
Come on.
Well, look at you. All right, girl, let me see if I get these days off now. Girl, the second to the
She like, you're not supposed to, you planning your own travel now. Okay, and so what had happened?
second.
So
Right.
listen, for your listeners, I'm gonna put my email on here. I will send
Please
you
do.
the dates. Okay, if you let me know you want those dates, because listen, the time is there, honey, and we are outside. So that's
Out
my
all
first.
the way.
My second thing is we did. I'm giving y'all all the good stuff. Okay,
Come
I
on.
received an email on Monday that sales for the holidays for the airlines tickets are going to be discounted on November 28th.
Let me see.
Yeah.
We can't tell everybody this. You said the 20.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. The 28th is when the airlines are going to discount their tickets.
Now, is it a
Why you
particular?
whispering?
Talk about so because we can't let everybody know this. So, is it a particular airline? Should I just go to American? Should I go to
All of
JetBlue?
them. All of them.
Praise them.
Listen, those people want to go home for Christmas, okay?
Okay. I don't, but
November
I mean, all
28th.
right for those who do.
Right. November
Okay.
28th. Yes. So if you're booking airline tickets, this is going to be the third tip. See, top
All
three.
right, come on, come
Booking
on.
airline tickets, you want to book on Wednesdays.
Get out of here.
Wednesdays are the cheaper days. Travel wise, Thursday is the best travel day.
Hold up. So what's
Um,
today?
Wednesday.
Come on. Girl, I
Come
got to go.
on.
I got to
You're going to cut off the live. Okay, bye.
go. Okay, bye.
So,
I
yes,
got to
see
go. I got
things
to
like
go. I got
that.
to go.
Yep, things like that. And
Little
that, see,
things.
that, period.
Little
Period.
things can make a big difference
A big
if you
difference.
are informed. And the only way to be informed is if you have a travel advisor.
Yes.
Listen, guys,
Yes.
for those who
Yes.
are tuned in, for those of you who will catch this later, listen. You have to stay connected in
Yes.
order to know these small things
The
that will
little
make
thing.
a big difference.
Mhm.
Because when I say goodbye, I am going to be the first one that be like, okay, so wait, so today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, you see?
Yes.
It is
Yes.
Wednesday. Okay.
Yes.
So before I
Get
allow you to
connected.
go,
Get
stay
connected. I
connected.
definitely agree.
Hmm.
Get connected. I mean, even things like the new edition tour is coming, residency.
Where?
Remember in Vegas
Oh, they is
in
here.
February, right? Things
Okay,
like
okay.
that. Your travel aid advisor,
Usher
me.
is still here. So what you got?
Look, me, your travel advisor.
Right. Um,
Jazz festivals, football games, basketball games.
I told y'all Super Bowl. Usher is still here, y'all. Usher is he extended his. I think he here to is he here to June? I don't
I
know, but
think June or
he's still
July.
here. He's still
Hmm.
here. He has the best show. So y'all better
Yes.
tap in and connect with Linnea so y'all can get to these
Connect. Those of
shows.
you with kiddos going
Come
to
here.
Disneyland,
Yes, yes. Why
that
I haven't
Disneyland,
been.
listen.
Okay, I'm gonna need a Disney trip for myself. But my husband's
I
like the
want
kids too big.
to
But
go by
yeah, I want to
yourself.
go by myself. I don't even want the kids. I was like, this for the
Right.
kids.
No.
This for the
Definitely go
kids
by
trip.
yourself.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
So how can my listeners connect with you? Do you have like a VIP Facebook group? Like, what, how can we stay
Yes.
connected so we know these things?
Yes, absolutely. So I do have a VIP
Well,
group. It's not on Facebook, but it
where
is
is
a
that?
VIP
Why ain't a
group.
part of it? Bye. Let me get off.
You said you got more than one travel agent, so oh,
I do.
all right.
I
I love
do.
you, sis.
But you ain't know that till
So,
today. When you had
right,
this
true.
VIP group,
You
you
confess.
know
You
what?
did confess.
We gonna fuss after.
Don't fuss in front of the people.
Right. We gonna fuss.
So
Okay.
my email is milesofmemories7@gmail.com.
All right.
And that's Miles with a Y. And, shoot me an email. I don't give out my phone number because,
I know, and I've been giving it out too. Lord Jesus.
listen,
My
that's
bad.
okay. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, send me an email and you will get set up. For example, I always go above and beyond. All of my clients got, gift cards for
Mm,
Thanksgiving, things like that,
okay.
just to show you
Okay.
appreciate someone. And listen, I'm your girl, okay? I'm
You
definitely your girl.
that was Miles of
Of
Memory
memories. Mhm.
7
Yep,
at
the number
Gmail.
7. Yep,
Ah,
that's
okay.
it. That's
Ah,
it. And we do
wonderful.
things like giveaways, raffles, just to stay
Mm.
connected. My clients have broken off and done like little wives groups and stuff. I wasn't invited to that. I was like,
But that's
how that
okay.
work?
But
But
that's
that's okay.
okay. That's
Yep,
okay.
yep,
They stay
definitely.
connected.
Yes, get connected and stay
Wonderful.
connected.
All
Yes,
right. Well,
yes.
I mean, you have definitely gave us three great tips. I truly, truly appreciate it. Today is Wednesday. So yeah. I think I got some things that I want to do. I got some places I want to go. And let me look at these
Hmm.
flights today.
Yeah, yes,
And
absolutely.
then I need to get with you
Absolutely.
on the Sedona. Y'all, did y'all hear her? Make sure y'all listen and go back and
Mhm.
listen again.
Yes,
Arizona,
and really quick, that resort,
Sedona.
because it has,
Make
yes,
sure.
Arizona, Sedona,
Okay.
Sedona, Arizona. The couples resort, it's your own apartment. Yes, it's separate
I'm excited.
buildings with a rooftop.
Hmm.
It is
Okay.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, yes, they're brand new. They just opened up. And so, anything you can think of, listeners, hit me up. Like I said, I think my clients most are these football, basketball game tickets.
Mhm.
That's the real
Okay.
deal. Things
Okay.
you think
So we
about
got
you want to do.
concert tickets, we have sports tickets, we got hotels, we got rental cars, we got conferences. Just FYI, Sarah Jake's conference, we ain't got no date, but it's next year. Uh, Tickets on sale now. Get your tickets
Please get
through
your ticket.
and get all the rest of your
Yes,
stuff through your travel advisor, right?
later.
Linnea
Yes,
will help
absolutely.
you. All right, I got
Absolutely.
it. I got it.
Absolutely. And it's guaranteed service. And if get travel insurance, that was my last thing. Get travel insurance.
Okay.
It's only what, 26 extra dollars. And I know sometimes
I
we be
know.
pinching pennies because I don't,
I know.
I look at him like, no, I'm good. But please, my
I
daughter just
never
had a
get it.
situation.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
last
know.
week she just had a situation with an airline trying to come home for Christmas, and
Wow.
I had to let them know. But they canceled her ticket and told her she wasn't getting a refund. The devil is a lie.
Oh God, yeah. I never get travel insurance unless I'm going out of the
Get
country. So
the
I need to change that. I need to change
get
that
it.
mindset.
You have to
Oh
get it.
God,
You have to
or
get. Oh
doing the
wait, one
free.
last. Okay, so because listen, one last thing. This is the last thing
Oh,
for
that's
real.
full. Is
You
this
know how
full?
we do.
Is you
You know
giving me
how we
four?
do. No,
Are you
well,
giving me
that's the
four?
travel insurance. That's the travel insurance.
Okay, that was
But
four.
this is why,
You giving me five.
because this is happening more and more with American Airlines and Spirit.
Mm. Two airlines I don't
The,
fly, but let's hear it.
right, right. So they are overworking their employees. And
Hmm.
so you have a risk of your flight being canceled because the pilot doesn't have enough hours booked in order to fly you to where you're going. And if
Or
that's the
the other one.
situation, what's the other one?
Or your flight attendants, they have to break and you don't have
Yes,
other flight attendants, so
yes.
You can't move until it's mandatory for them to. They can only work up to
Yes.
12 hours or something like that before they
Something like
have
that.
to break. Yeah, yeah. I got like,
And yeah, and you'll be stuck at the airport,
I was stuck. Yep.
stuck.
Yeah, I was
And
stuck.
they just close the doors and they say, "Oh, like they don't."
See you tomorrow. And
Period.
hope
And
you
then
get
you
on the
see the
plane.
pilot walking to go get
Mm-hmm.
him a hotel. So
Yeah,
that's why
because you
you
gotta
would
go to
need
sleep.
travel. That's why you need travel insurance, because they don't always have to give you a refund. They don't have to upgrade your ticket or anything if you don't have travel insurance.
Mm. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I
Yeah.
know well I have to go through that, but my husband don't have to go through that because he got so many flight points and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
he is different, but I be in the I gotta go through all of that. I was stuck in the airport right many times because my crew had to go to sleep. And I
Period.
was like, well, can we just run over here real
Can
quick?
they go to sleep after they fly me to where I need to go?
Right. I'm like, nah. Can we just real quick
Listen,
look,
that's a
hit the
real
air real
thing.
quick.
Right. I'm just going around the
Mhm.
corner.
Right. They was
That's a
like,
real
no.
thing.
I said,
That's a
ooh,
real
I
thing.
am not
And
prepared.
especially if you're taking a night flight. So those
Yeah.
9 p.m., 10 p.m., they're cheaper flights, but that's why, because you run the risk of spending the night at the airport.
Right. Pack your snacks for your
Period.
night. Right.
Or a piece of chicken like my grandma used to pack.
Right. Pack your little snacks, your little foods and stuff,
Hmm.
and be
Yeah.
prepared to sit. Well,
Be
oh my
prepared. Be
gosh. I
prepared.
thank you. I thank you. I thank you again
You're
so much. As
welcome.
always, you're always fun to have. You're always a fun guest. And I will, give you my other part after. But yes,
Uh-oh.
y'all, listen. Stay connected, get connected. Linnea can be reached at Miles of Memories 7 at gmail.com.
Yes.
Okay. And all of this got
Yes.
an S on the
Yes,
end.
ma'am.
Miles of Memories. Okay. 7. Okay. Just making
Yes.
sure that people
Yes.
get it.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if, listen, y'all, if it went too fast, go back, listen to it again. Make sure you write down the email address so you can get the Miles of Memories and all of the treats. Y'all, she give good treats. I'm telling y'all.
Well, go
I'm
on and tell them what the treats are, because you
telling y'all. Let me.
listen. You
She gives good. Listen, y'all, real quick. I came to the conference and I came with my little pocketbook and stuff, but I left with gifts, snacks. I was like, oh, when is the next time we gonna see each other? I'm excited. Listen, y'all. When I went to go see her, what was this, a year ago? 2 years ago,
hmm
maybe.
like 2 years,
I
2 years
went
ago.
to Arizona. Listen, I literally had to just hold a bag because I got treats and snacks and gifts. Listen, y'all,
Yes. I
she
love my
she
clients. Yes.
customer service is some. If she don't have nothing else, she has customer service. All right,
Thank
she
you.
got that
I
down
love my
pat.
clients. Yes, I
That is
love y'all.
nothing that she has to work on. And I love getting gifts. So that is
We in a love situation.
right. We is in a love situation.
Oh
So
my God.
thank you so much, sis. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
I love you. We have to do
Yes.
this again. And until
Yes.
next time, you guys, make sure you catch the Apology Accepted podcast when we on. Because I ain't even got
Yes.
no schedule because my assistant is doing her own thing. She got a whole life out here in these senior streets.
Lifing.
She
Listen.
is living her best life as a
Senioritis.
senior.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
And so,
Absolutely.
yeah, catch us when you can. I don't know. Peace, y'all. Be safe. Have a great, what is this, holiday season, Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of turkey.
Yes.
I won't.
Yes.
Hey.